Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Tortoise Cash Flow. In this video we're going to go look at some sites that are for sale, and I'm going to analyze them and tell you what I think about them and whether or not they're actually worth it and what I look for in a site if I'm thinking about buying it. So let's get into it.
Drifting in my heart, I know a fool. Lying ain't my only golden rule.
So the two places that I like to buy sites from, if I'm going to buy one, is either from Motion Invest or Flippa. So I've bought a site here from both places, here and here. So this one, there's usually not a whole lot of sites for sale. There's normally like 5 or 6, and I'm subscribed to their mailing list. So whenever there's a new site for sale, I get it directly sent to my email so I can be one of the first people to take a look at it. And every now and then there's a interesting looking site, but a lot of them that come through, I'm actually not interested in. Some of them can be worth like 30,000, which I'm not going to be buying a site worth that much money. But then you can find a lot of them that's like less than 1,000. You just got to keep your eye on it and wait for something to come through. But you really want to do your due diligence and make sure you're getting a site that's actually worth what you're paying for. So I'm going to see if they have any sites for sale right now and tell you my thoughts on them and whether or not I actually think they're worth it or not. A couple of things I look for is first the sale price. So I wouldn't buy anything over 2,000. Right now I wouldn't buy anything because I'm not trying to buy anything right now, but my price point would probably be around 2,000 to 3,000. So I wouldn't. 10,000 would be way too much. That's way too much. Way too much. 80,000, way too much. Let's see, and these are all sold. So right now there isn't really anything that I would want to purchase. But another thing that I always look at is the visitors per month. Preferably I would like this number to be at least 4,000. So really this is pretty good. 6,000 is a good traffic level. Domain authority, I would also like that be 10 plus. So all these are pretty good. And then the profit per month, I would like it to make around at least 50 bucks. So 50 bucks, at least 4,000 visits per month, and then domain plus 10. That's just kind of the guideline that I focus on. So I guess I'll just click on one of these and show you what other stats I try to aim for on sites. Another thing that I like to see is the articles posted. I would like them to at least have 30 articles. 50 or more is what I really like, but anywhere over 30 I would consider. Just because I've seen sites on here that are selling for like 2 or 3 grand and they get decent traffic, but they only have 10 articles posted. And to me, that's just a little bit too risky, because if one of those articles were to be outranked by another site, then you would lose a bunch of traffic. And being on a site like this, on a website where everybody can look and see the site for sale, it's even more risky to have a low article count, because somebody else, another competitor, could come on here and see what site you're ranking for and create similar content and easily outrank you. That's another reason why I like to go after high domain authority sites on here. That way, if there is another competitor, at least this site has a chance to still compete, and somebody won't be able to just come on there and recreate the content. Because I've seen websites on here that have like no domain authority and they have like 20 articles and they're selling for a couple thousand, and that's a little bit too risky for me, because like I said, somebody else with a higher domain authority and a similar niche could come in and recreate the top articles. Another thing I like to see is the traffic. I want it to show consistent growth. Here it's looking like it was growing, and to me it looks like it got hit by the May core update, because right after May it decreased. So this site is definitely not one that I would even consider. And then you'd want to look at the top pages ranked. So this one, you can see 27% of the traffic is going to one article, which is way too much. I wouldn't want to see anything over 10% for one article, because if this article gets outranked or an algorithm update happens to mess with the rankings of this article, you could lose 27% of your traffic very quickly. And then the next one is 20%, so there's another easy 20% traffic loss. And looks like the top five or so articles are pretty much bringing in all the traffic on the site, and all the other articles are pretty much useless. So like what I was saying, somebody else in this niche could come in and see that these like 3 or 4 articles are really good keywords and easy to rank for, so they could just create an article with this keyword and they would potentially steal some of your traffic. Another cool strategy that I have done before is, if all they have is say Amazon affiliate, then if they have like good traffic, like that's why I want high traffic numbers, like at least 4,000. That way, even if I don't get Amazon commissions, you can strap on ads and still make money that way. So that's one thing that I like to do, is find a site that only has Amazon affiliate on it, and then just as soon as I buy it, put ads on it, and I can turn a profit pretty quickly. So looking at this site, I would say it's pretty much losing all its traffic. It looks like it's only going to make about $10 a month now, and they're averaging a whole year's worth of income, which is how they got the $3,000. They're selling at about a 3.5 years multiplier at the average of 1 year, but you can see around June it started to lose pretty much all its traffic, and so this site's actually only making around $20 per month. So if you did that 20, so let's take their number, let's just say 10,000, and you divide that by 20, it's actually a 500 times multiple. So it would take you about 500 years to make your money back, or 500 months. It would take you 500 months to make your money back. Divide that by 12, so it would take you about 41.5 years to make your money back on this site, and that's why they're jumping out of it. I have a strong feeling that they're trying to get out because they lost all their traffic, and honestly I don't think anybody's going to buy this site. Let's take a look at sites on Flippa and see if there's anything that would actually be worth buying. So first thing, we need to go to click search. So we want to turn that off. Don't want any of this. We want content, websites, blog. We don't want directory. Don't want forum. Monthly users, I want at least, let's say 3,000. No, we'll say 2,000. Or hold on. Monthly page views, we'll say 2,500. Monthly profit, I want it to at least make, we'll just say $10 for now. Price range, maximum, I'll say 5,000. We want a site at least a year's old, so we have some history, so we can see some of the analytics. Multiple, keep it at that. Authority score, at least a 10. And there we go. So now we can take a look at some of these sites. I really only like .com websites. I don't really like any of these other things, so I'm not even going to look at that one. LearnYourGuitar.com. Don't really like the niche. I think learning guitar should be videos, so I'm not sure how good a blog would do. In the 1980s.com, selling at 7.7 times multiple. Really, you want that multiple to be like less than 4, so maybe I should change that. CopyUrban.com, making 500 a month. Oh, these are all bids. ProSecLovers.com. Not sure what that is. 10 expert reviews. Personally, I don't like sites that are just focused on affiliate, Amazon affiliate or whatever. I want a site that can also have ads on it, because I feel like in the future affiliate's going to earn you less and less money, and also Google's seems to be promoting affiliate based sites less and less, and they're more favoring reviews on the sites. Like I'm seeing a lot of Amazon reviews show up for the keywords like best like if you type in like best bicycle for kids or something, you have a high chance of seeing a review from the website that sells the product, a user review, rather than a website. Not seeing a whole lot of sites just for sale. See what this is. Established blog in the drinks and cocktails niche. Interesting. This here, 369 delicious recipes for diabetics. Sounds like it would be very YMYL, which I would definitely steer away from. Traffic seems to be growing. I wish we could see, well, I guess it's only a 1-year-old site. So this seems pretty good for the first year. What's that, 20,000 views? Seems to make on average about 13,000 views per month. But it only makes 180 a month. Seems like it should make a little bit more than that. So this is getting a lot of page views from social and basically nothing from organic. So that's a red flag, because there's no way to prove that, there's no way to know that this traffic is going to continue once you buy the site. Organic traffic, there's a good chance that you're going to keep your rankings and keep getting that traffic, but social traffic could go away very quickly. So it has a Pinterest account with 2,000 organic followers and 1 million unique visitors a month. So I imagine a lot of this traffic is probably coming from Pinterest. I wouldn't want to buy this site just because I would want a site that gets most of its traffic from organic search and then a little bit from Pinterest, not the other way around. So it's just not as reliable. Doesn't seem like there's anything else directly for sale, so I'll turn on the auction again and just look at a couple more. This one sounds interesting. Coffee earns 400 plus on average during the past 12 months. So it's a 2-year site, so that's good. It makes about $500 a month. It gets about 4,000 unique people and 6,000 page views, so those are good metrics. This is about what I would be looking for. Looks like it made more money in February and April. This is making me wonder if it got hit by the Maycore update here, because it started losing traffic pretty bad. But we'll see. Well, this isn't traffic, this is money, but I assume that the traffic might have gone down also. Authority score is 41, so that's really good. Okay, so if you notice, this guy, he started his traffic on June. I'm not sure why he started his traffic on June. And his profit on February. That's a little concerning. Because I want to know what happened before that, because he's clearly making money on February, April, May, June. So he was clearly making money before that, but he started the analytics in June, so it almost seems like he's trying to hide something. You can see it just crashed. Now he's making about $246 a month. But he's saying on average he's making $525, but that's just because he had more traffic back in April, and I'm really thinking that he got hit by an update here and it just crashed, and now he's trying to jump out of the site before this goes to like 0. Oh, I see. Amazon cut the commission, so that might be why the profit went down. But his traffic also seems to be going down, so I don't know about this. He stopped updating the old content. Too many red flags on this site. I wouldn't be investing in this one. Yep, I wouldn't be buying that one. Take a look at one more. Twerkingbutt.com. Passive cash system, no. Tell me best. No. Toolbox advice. Hockey Hooked. Maybe we'll take a look at Hockey Hooked. Where'd that go? This one's starting price only $9.95. It's only making $27 a month through AdSense. Let's take a look. Authority Field Hockey Blog, over 200,000 words, 0% bounce rate, big potential when play resumes. Traffic is back on the up in January. So it sounds like it's the seasonal niche. Okay, so it gets a lot of page views, but uniques is only 2,500. So it seems like people are looking at multiple pages on this one. So in April it was making 22, and then must be the peak season in December, and it made 85. Authority score 14, so not bad. Traffic gets about 2.5 pages. So this is pretty interesting how it has almost a 0% bounce rate. That's kind of weird. And then yeah, that's kind of weird. Got a lot of page views, so it's making me wonder what is causing that. People seem to really like the content on this site, I guess. Man, but after the season, man, it really dies out. Organic search, so most of it's coming from organic. Gets about half and half United Kingdom and United States, so that's good for advertising. I wish you could see the rest of the analytics, because I'd like to see which articles are ranking. That's the thing about Flippa, is you can't see all of that statistics. I like Motion Invest, where you can see the articles and which ones are ranking. This one you don't know unless I message them and ask them for that information. It definitely does seem to be growing, which is good. Oh, it has a YouTube channel. Interesting. And it has some sort of auto system to upload videos. Huh. Let me take a look at this site. Hockey Hooked. Good looking site. I mean, nothing amazing, but here's Eddie. Hockey tips, hockey news. I feel like if you bought this site, there's potential here. You said it had a YouTube channel, so let's see if it pops up. 5 subscribers. Yep, this must be him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only got 9 views. He posted it a year ago, so he must have really given up on that. I feel like this has a lot of potential. I feel like it would be a lot of work to get this up and going. He wants 995. It's making 25 bucks a month. I would put this on about a 35, so 875. I would probably buy this. I don't think I would want to spend $9.95. I'd probably pay $800, but you'd have to be willing to dedicate a lot of time to this site. And I would do, like, if you were like an actual person into hockey and you could work on this YouTube channel, that could do a lot for that site. And then you would just have to do a lot of keyword research and figure out some more content, figure out what's working and what's not. And I think you could turn this website into a pretty profitable one. The only one thing that I don't like is the seasonality. It seems like it pretty much drops to 0. So that's pretty much how I analyze websites. The main thing is I want a domain rating of 10. I want it to make around 2,000 to 4,000 views per month. I want it to make I'd like it to make about 50 bucks a month or more. And then no more than 10% of the total traffic should be going to one page. And those are basically the main things that I look at. And then you just want to check its history and make sure that its traffic is continuing to grow. And if you know that there's been Google updates recently, like the May one and the December one, You want to make sure that the person isn't selling the site because it got hit by an update. You really want to do your due diligence and make sure you are actually buying something worth buying and not overpaying on a site that's just on a downhill trajectory and basically the person is jumping off a sinking ship. So that's going to be the end of this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below what you think about my analysis and if there's anything you do differently when reviewing websites. If you like the video, push the thumbs up, smash it, and I'll see you in the next video.